Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out a movie called Mississippi Burning. Now, I don't really know anything about this movie, but this was a movie recommended to me by Jonathan. Thank you so much to Jonathan Boblitz for recommending this movie in my movie recommendation tier on Patreon. It's a movie that I've never heard of, but it looks really interesting, and it looks like a serious movie as well. But again, I don't know anything about this, but I'm very excited to get into it. Usually these recommended movies are Patreon exclusive movies that are only available on Patreon for every single tier, but I thought that this one would be fun to watch for the channel as well because it looked like a really interesting film. And before we get in this reaction, let me do the lighting. So we tell you, we said what color it should be. Boop. Nice. Okay, so the lighting today, I'm gonna go orange for the lighting because Burning, I think red felt a little bit too intense for me for some reason, so I'm gonna be going orange today to represent that burning sensation. And if you'd like to check out more of my reaction, head to my Patreon of uncut and early access reactions to my movies and TV shows that come out up to 3 weeks early, as well as exclusive Patreon live streams, movie polls, movie reactions, and so much more. Thank you so much for checking it out, and let's get back to the video. Okay, I actually have no idea what this movie is about or what to expect from this film, but by the title and the one thumbnail I have of this movie, it looks like a fairly serious movie, so I'm ready for a heavy and serious film. Anyways, I hope you enjoy my reaction to Mississippi Burning. Immediately, from the first shot, you know what this movie is about. Why is it so much better? Oh, Gene Hackman's in this movie though. I love that guy. Check out my Superman reactions. Willem Dafoe is in this movie. Frances McDormand. A lot of names in this. Take my hand. I wonder what's burning there. I think it's a church, but I'm not 100% sure. But judging by the graveyard next to it, I believe it's a church. It's a really satisfying road, don't you think? And they're all driving without their lights on. They're trying to be stealthy. What's going on? I can't tell if the car with the 3 people in is bad or these guys are bad. We're about to find out. Oh, these guys have guns, I think.
Ain't playing, you better believe it.
Yeah, they might be cops. Yeah, you can see the siren on the top of that one.
Okay, sit tight, you guys. Don't say anything. Let me talk.
I have a really bad feeling about this. See, if the cops actually wanted to stop you, they would have put the siren on way before, right? Like, there's something so suspicious about this.
Man, Jew boy.
No, sir. What should I call you?
You don't call me nothing, nigger-loving Jew boy. You just listen.
Oh my god.
Oh, it don't make no difference no more.
Oh my god. Oh my god. 1964. What an opening to a movie. What an opening. Immediately in the first shot, we know exactly what this movie's about. And then wow, I can't even describe it.
Now listen, you communists and niggers and Jews. Tell all your buddies to spread the news.
Oh my god, I've never seen Willem Dafoe look young. I've never seen it before.
For the Ku Klux Klan is here to stay. Never I say, cause the Ku Klux Klan is here to...
Is that their anthem?
I haven't had a pimple in years. I shave every morning. I even go to the bathroom by myself.
Oh, congratulations.
Well, at least you lived, that's important.
No, Meredith lived. That's what's important.
I like Willem.
Big building for a small town.
Look at all these grumpy old guys.
I'm with the FBI.
Federal Bureau of Immigration.
That's a knee slapper, guy.
Listen to me, you backwoods shit-ass you.
I like this guy.
I'm Sheriff Stuckey.
Rupert Anderson.
Rupert? We've been expecting you. I assume you met my deputy.
I recognize this guy from somewhere, the deputy.
In fact, you know what I think it is? It's a publicity stunt cooked up by that Martin Luther King fella.
Bro, I don't trust anything this guy says anymore.
At around 3 p.m., Deputy Pell...
Sounds like the Truman Show score.
They drove off. He says he followed them as far as the county line and never saw them.
Oh, are the missing people the people we saw get shot at the very start of the movie? Probably, yeah.
Miles from Memphis and 1,000,000 miles from the rest of the world. Now, if a sheriff in a little town like this says that's what happened, then that's what happened.
Nope, that is not what happened, though.
Is the wait worth it?
We're not full for nothing, sugar. Y'all want to look at a menu while you wait?
Dude, you know I love this woman. She's probably so sweet.
Well, what y'all
We're
gonna
not
do?
full
Wait or
for
leave?
nothing, sugar.
Don't even think about it. There's some people over here getting ready to leave right now.
Aren't you hungry, Mr. Anderson?
Oh, look at him go. The whole town's gonna stop and talk about this for hours, though.
And then say you, sir.
Just a few questions.
Oh, he's so uncomfortable right now.
3 civil rights boys came here to propose setting up a voter registration clinic before the locals got a chance.
Oh, this is that church burning or something, or the barn or whatever.
Sorry you folks didn't get to vote. I suppose most of you never knew you even had one. You got no place to go on Sunday.
It was a church, okay.
4 white men stopped you.
Yes, sir.
4 white men attacked your husband.
What?
But you can't identify them.
She can't or she won't.
Your brother Hollis here seen us?
Yes, sir.
Well, wake his ass up. We want to see him.
Oh, who are these people?
Why? What's the matter?
No, he didn't. Is this a guy at the cafe? He didn't talk. He didn't say anything. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, these are the people from the start.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe they believed in what they were doing?
Did it ever occur to them they're going to end up dead?
Maybe.
Maybe it's worth it though.
People down here feel some things are worth killing for.
That's also true.
His new mule, and Monroe was going to rent another field. Now, one morning that mule just showed up dead.
Oh no. Your dad killed the mule?
It was placed and we saw it was empty. He just packed up and left it. And I knew he'd done it.
Yeah.
If you ain't any better than a nigger, son, who are you better than?
You think that's an excuse?
Yeah, it's not an excuse.
I hate that he didn't know that being poor was what was killing him.
That's a good line. Oh my days. Oh my god.
I guess he knew we're here.
This racism and religion really fuels everything. Wow, we have a lot of FBI agents here now.
More in the balcony.
We're just trying to find the 3 boys. I'll take all the help I can get.
Mr. Anderson is very interesting because he's kind of skeptical about this whole thing. And he grew up with these notions of racism, right? So it'll be interesting. Like, he kind of contrasts Willem Dafoe's character a little bit. So it's a cool combination.
Who's the big shot?
It's a clan.
It's the KKK.
Let me run a check on them.
Those are definitely the worst people in town.
We don't take to outsiders telling us how to live our lives. And I'm here to tell you our niggers were happy till they were beaten at college.
Were they happy?
That there wasn't anybody complaining.
Nobody dared.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way it always will be.
The rest of America don't see it that way, Mr. Mayor.
Rest of America don't mean jack shit.
Oh my days.
It's the only time when a black man can wave a stick at a white man and not start a riot.
That's fair. See, I like Mr. Anderson too. Oh my god, this is so interesting. I mean, I never didn't like Mr. Anderson. What? You know what I'm trying to say? I never hated Mr. Anderson, but his views are very interesting because he can understand the racist angle because his father was racist, but he himself can also see the equality side of it. Is there gonna be a love story in this movie?
His name's Townley, Clayton Townley. Are you one of them FBI gentlemen?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yes, I am. But it feels cool to say that.
Oh, miss,
Mrs. Pale. Her old man's Ray Stuckey's deputy.
Oh my god. She's married. Oh my days. Yeah, because these police officers are gonna help. They're part of the problem.
Ain't right having blood on Main Street. How'd that look on the TV news?
He's more worried about the news perception than the man.
Bureau procedure, Mr. Ward. You ought to try it sometime.
We did. We found the car the kids were driving.
Oh, what? It's a lot of fish.
Good morning.
Oh no. Is this just a car or is it just gonna be bodies? I love that they're all wearing suits to go walk in a swamp. It's the car.
Badly burned wristwatch stopped at 12:45. Set of keys. No bodies.
No bodies yet.
There's a telephone back at the truck stop. Get to it, get on it, and get me 100 more men here by morning.
100 more men.
Don't do it, Mr. Ward. Let's start a war.
Maybe a war needs to
War
start.
long before we got here.
Oh, Mr. Ward, let's go. Again, Truman Show music. I'm just saying that Truman Show is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've seen it so many times, so it just sounds like the Truman Show. Oh, calm down. Oh, calm down. Oh my days. They're just burning down all of these churches. Motel business going well though.
With his wife's brother and two cousins.
The whole time?
Well, for 3 hours, he lost $11.38.
What a loss, man. What a loss.
Buy it.
Sorry, sir?
Buy it.
Buy the motel? I love Mr. Ward. He's so committed to this. Is this based off of a true event as well, or is it just like a story?
Civil rights workers.
Well, I think it's all a big hoax, but if they are in that there swamp, then they asked for it.
They asked for it.
Sitting up there in New York laughing at us, Mississippi folks.
You think it's a hoax?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
Tell you what I think you ought to be doing. You ought to be looking up there in Canada, them boys.
In Canada, Canada represent.
Say Stuckey, a sheriff. And one day there'll come a time when the sheriff won't even be a white man.
Yeah, that's true. Keep looking forward. It's really interesting how everyone disperses. Look at that.
They're trumpet pitchers.
Trumpet pitchers. They're beautiful.
They really are.
Mr. Anderson knows how to talk.
Zip up, like my mama used to say.
The reason people don't want to talk to you is because they're afraid it'll get back to the law.
Yeah.
Not around here, you ain't.
Yeah, that's true.
You should start with the sheriff's office.
Yeah, this kid knows what's up. How do you even keep track of the baseball on that TV? What is this guy in? I have seen him in a movie before. It was like a war movie. It was a war movie. What was it? Like Full Metal Jacket, maybe?
June 21st. Now, Deputy, we both know what day we're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't eat together?
He works funny hours. You think that's odd?
Yeah, she doesn't love him. No one would love him. He's a horrible person.
I was born here. But my father lost the house in a poker game one night, long time ago.
In a poker game?
Them pork chops still ain't good, honey. Bring me a beer, will you? Good night.
He doesn't even say please.
50 minutes of his alibi hinges on his wife. You talk.
50 minutes.
How does a woman like that end up with
With a shithead in there?
Yeah, so true.
Go to Masonic thing?
No. KKK.
Oh. Oh, dude, he's observant, Mr. Anderson. I love seeing Mr. Anderson's experience as well. Like, obviously he's not leading this case, but he has experience working in these small towns, so he knows how to interact with people.
Oh, I don't know about that. Just recent?
No, I wish.
Is he coming for information, or is he coming for something else? Or both?
How about you? Are you married?
What is that? Is that cold? Is that iced tea?
It didn't last very long. I was never home.
It's a jug of tea.
Oh, man, the first bowl makes you laugh.
Hey, your husband's quite a guy.
Yeah, I know he's not.
Be exact that your husband says that he's with you.
No. She's lying. Look at that.
For hanging around here anymore. Well.
Awkwardly drinks tea.
Ladies from hell, because they're carnivorous.
Carnivorous.
That's a...
They're carnivorous. Okay. Aww. Like, it's just being cruel, you know. Come on, these people are not doing anything. You guys are the ones inciting everything in the first place. They're just trying to live. Oh my god. Oh my god. Does that make you feel good?
How do you think the Negroes have been treated here in Mississippi?
They're treated about fair,
No, they're... Oh my god.
as they ought to be.
What a perfect place to put that interview. Right after that beating at the church. I think they're treated about fair.
And I think Martin Luther King's one of the leaders. I mean, J. Edgar Hoover said that he was a communist, and they had...
Oh my god.
They're not like us. They don't take baths. They stink.
What do you mean?
They're nasty.
In what way?
Like white folks.
How are they more nasty than this? How are they more nasty than this?
Well, Mary, is that your Betsy's kid? Yeah, she's growing up real...
Dude, she's so scared of the husband.
Their kids are so cute.
What's that supposed to mean?
We got the alcoholics to prove it.
Excuse me. Give me a little room here. Excuse me. Excuse me.
I know this guy.
Are you, sir, a spokesman for the White Knights of the Ku Klux Klan?
I told you, I'm a businessman.
But also do that.
And their control of the international banking cartels are at the root of what we call communism today.
Calm down.
Here to protect Anglo-Saxon democracy and the American way.
Thank you, sir.
He just says things, he spouts things, and they're just factless, you know what I mean? But it's crazy that people still say stuff like this today, even with the knowledge of the internet on them, you know what I mean? They just are guided down a path and they stay stubbornly on it.
Remember? Remember what?
The KKK.
I just wanted to change the scenery. The grits started leaving a bad taste in my mouth.
I've heard about grits. I've heard about it.
Why don't you drink up that beer and get the hell on out of here and back to your commie nigger-loving bosses up north?
Oh my god. Just outed yourself there a little bit.
We got 5,000 niggers in this county who ain't registered a vote yet. And as far as I'm concerned, they never will.
Well, calm down.
You'd kill Frank? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't give it no more thought than wringing a cat's neck.
Oh my god.
In a court in Mississippi, they'd convict me for it.
You know what? That's probably true.
Ass nigger bosses up north, they ain't never gonna find them civil rightsers down here. So you might as well back up.
Sounds like people on the internet sometimes.
You get this straight, shit kicker. Don't you go mistaking me for some whole other body. Is that gun just for show? Or do you get to shoot people once in a while?
Okay, Mr. Anderson.
Throughout of which will come a conglomerated, bloody, mongrel class of people.
They know that they look ridiculous, right? They know that they look like they're wearing bad Halloween costumes.
Mrs. Pell ain't gonna say anything to me her husband doesn't want her to say. And I'm not gonna choke it out of her.
Interesting. Oh, looks like we have a riot, maybe. A protest, not really a riot, they're just walking. Why are they taking away the flags? What's she saying? What's she saying? Is she giving the truth? Wait, I love this. I love that we can't hear them, but we can hear the protests in the background.
How'd you find out about this?
Bureau procedure, Mr. Ward.
Bureau procedure. Let's go, Mr. Anderson. What is that, money?
Here they come.
Oh my god.
Come on, let's go.
We'll wait until they go back inside.
Yeah, or else they'll know. No, okay, no, it doesn't matter, just go now. Go inside, you slow beans. Come on. Oh no, there's a train. Oh no, there's a train. They're not gonna make it. Come on, come on, come on. Aww.
No, I don't. Just turn left. There's the truck.
Oh, it worked. Good intuition.
What's wrong with these people?
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Charges. Then we could pick up the deputy at least, right away.
He won't talk to no one.
Yeah, it's too dangerous.
Won't do no good anyway.
I promise.
The whole family would be in danger though if you did that.
If this is a pattern, I guess at least we know what happened on June 21st.
Yeah.
Then he released him at 10:30, and by that time, his buddies were ready and waiting.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Are you yourself a member of the Ku Klux Klan?
No.
Lies.
Well, if this is just the interview, I guess I don't have to stay here, do I? 'Cause I got work to do.
Oh, I really want to see this guy get nailed so hard.
Sir, could you not do that, please? Sir, could you not do that, please?
Oh my god, you can't do that.
Get the fuck out of here!
Arrest this guy. You can't do that.
Go on home where you belong, boy. You're gonna get hurt now.
Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Shoppers are still stupid enough to believe in democracy. You can rest assured, sir, we know our rights under the law.
No, you don't.
Starting to get so far up my nose, I'm beginning to feel your boots on my chin.
What a saying, you know.
Goddamn sheriff's department, so you better get used to having us around. You better get used to my boots on your chin.
Okay, I love these guys.
For a moment there, Mr. Anderson, sounded like we were both on the same side.
You are. I'm actually really nervous for this woman. The deputy might go ballistic on her if he finds out. Oh, every time I see a pickup truck, I just want to die. Oh, come on. Oh my days.
The door. I want the whole area covered. Someone must have seen something.
They won't talk to us.
The kid saw it.
It's okay to be afraid.
Yes, the kid will talk.
Go on, Willie. Tell him what you saw.
Yes, this kid is awesome. Oh, that's smart. Don't you think that also draws attention though? Why don't you just have the kid like lay down on the back seat or something?
Have been, to some extent at least, brought about by outside influences.
Oh, calm down.
Unhygienic. And their presence here has provoked a lot of people.
They get this judge out. He's so biased.
Provoked by these outside influences. So, with all...
They're going off the hook.
I'm gonna sentence you each to 5 years imprisonment.
Only 5 years.
But I'm gonna suspend these sentences.
What? This is dumb. This is absolutely dumb. The judge is in on it too. I bet the judge is part of the flipping KKK.
Look at those flames, Mr. Ward. That's why they sent you down here, wasn't it?
It would have happened then.
The flames of change. Oh my god. Again, inciting all these things. Oh my god. I actually just want this whole town to perish at this point, you know what I mean? Like every white person that I've seen in this movie basically, besides Mr. Anderson and Mr. Ward, I need them to go to jail for life. Oh my god.
Let's go!
The music in the background.
Who's there?
Oh, you're so dead. Oh my god. No! Dude, what an image.
You're fine. They just cracked your head some. You just keep on beating. Don't you go.
Oh, he's still alive.
Be just fine.
That's an even more powerful image, I would say, this one.
What's missing is the 15 minutes Pell said he was with his wife.
Oh, yes. It's insane. These cuts between something horrible happening and then some white person going, I love this, or or white people are good. You know, it's so strange. It's such a good cut transition.
Shining example of successful segregation.
Successful segregation, yeah.
Bosses that have come into our community this summer with the wish to destroy it.
And see what I guess I didn't say this earlier, I was saying it in my head, but they're using religion as a basis for their racism as well. And that's how a lot of racism is still portrayed today, through the lens of religion.
Meeting, Hooper boy.
Oh, it looks like a political meeting, but smells more like Klan to me.
Yeah.
With or without the Halloween costumes.
Ha, that's what I said. I said they look like bad Halloween costumes.
My husband drove one of the cars that night. That's what you want to hear, isn't it?
We got the information.
The bodies are buried on the Roberts farm.
Roberts farm. Looks like they found the bodies. The irony of this deputy taking out the bodies of the people that he himself killed and buried. This deputy. He must know he's about to go to jail for 100 million years, right?
I mean, pull your head out of your ass and get home.
I, Vincent.
No, I'm worried.
Texture, appearance, and color. I've been a
Oh God.
cheesemaker since I was 17 years old.
Oh no. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Sir.
It's weird that Mr. Anderson didn't post anyone at that house.
Don't tell him why, don't tell him anything, just get him here.
Oh, she's in the hospital. Oh, Mr. Anderson's going. He's going for revenge.
I'm changing.
Oh, you're just as arrogant as you are stupid. You're changing it too. I damn well gonna make some changes right now.
Don't messing this up just because you're partial to fooling around with witnesses.
Oh my God.
Let me go. We'll go after all of them. Together.
Yes.
We do it my way.
Your way.
With my people.
Whatever it takes. Okay.
Let's do this.
You think he would have shot me?
Oh, yes, sir.
Ballsy little bastard, isn't he?
Sick and tired of the people of this country who continue to allow these things to happen.
I have chills, actually.
If you look at the bloodshed, it is red. It is like yours. It is just like yours.
Wow. Oh my days. Oh. They're using your tactics against you, buddy.
Regular old razor blade like this one. And they pulled down his pants.
Oh.
And they sliced off his scrotum.
Oh my God.
Then when those 3 civil rights boys was murdered, we know you know who pulled the trigger.
Hell and Bailey, they did the killing. Sheriff Stuckey? Yeah, he knew about it, but he's too smart to be there.
Wow, the mayor said everything.
Like coercion or hearsay or duress. This is no good in court.
Yeah, the court's just gonna rule against you anyways.
Put me on your perch, Mr. Ward.
Don't drag me into your gutter, Mr. Anderson.
These people crawled out of a sewer, Mr. Ward.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe the gutter's where we should be.
There's some actually good lines in this movie, you know. I also am not talking as much as usual in a reaction because I feel like I just need to watch.
Who the hell called this meeting?
We thought you did.
Of this group.
Oh my God, interesting.
Clinton.
Oh wow. They were recording it. Yeah, he's gonna be the first one to talk.
Get in the car, Lester. Else you're gonna have a mighty hard time picking your nose once I've closed this drawer shut.
We got you cold. Your buddies have already talked.
Oh my God, good tactic.
We think you're in a lot of trouble, Lester. We know you drove the second vehicle, the green truck.
He's just saying things because he thinks he knows it, right? Because the mayor said this.
Got me a nigger.
I didn't kill him.
Ah, here we go.
Come on out.
No way he's getting left here. Let the village do some justice.
You don't mind if I call you Clinton, do you? I feel like I know you so well.
This is so insane.
Had to say. Little Lester, he's got a good memory.
Oh.
The night that you beat up your wife, Clinton. Huh? Did you?
That would hurt a lot. Shaving cuts hurt so much.
Did you smile when the bulldozer ran over the black kid's body? Did you? Did you?
Yeah, I bet he did.
Huh? Did you? You.
Oh my days. I'm glad this is happening. This guy deserves this so much. Oh my God. They're coming for you, Lester. The sign. They've come for you. Oh my God, run. Oh my God, run. Lester, don't fall, man. Oh. See, I want Lester to escape because I want him to tell the cops more stuff before he goes to jail forever. I also would rather people just not die, you know what I mean? I knew they would be watching Lester's house though. It'd be weird if they weren't. Guys, just shoot. Are you trying to shoot them or what? This stormtrooper aim, I swear. Oh, they've given up. Yes. Yes. Dude, look at that pose. "10 years imprisonment. Deserves more. 3 years imprisonment. Deserves more. But he talked at least. 7 years. Deserves more. 100 years, please. 10 years? Deserves way more. 4 million years. Come on. This is so happy. Acquitted? Are you serious? Deserves more. "10 years only? Is that seriously the maximum sentence for this kind of stuff?" Oh.
I just missed you at the hospital. They said you'd gone home.
Oh my God. It's a good way to end them. That's a good way to end them.
Carry your load, and he can see way.
Not forgotten.
Take courage, it's gonna be alright.
That was a really good movie.
We can change.
That was a really, really good movie. It's a pretty powerful movie, I have to say. I don't even know how much I'm going to talk about it in the review, just because I feel like I'm not in the place to talk about this movie and aspects of it, at least. You know what I mean? Like, there are better people out there to talk about stuff like this. And that was my reaction to Mississippi Burning, the 1988 thriller mystery. I would also say drama in there, starring Gene Hackman, Frances McDormand, and Willem Dafoe for the most part, as well as Brad Dourif as the horrible deputy. That movie was amazing. Jonathan, thank you so much for giving me the chance to watch this movie, for recommending this movie, because it's a movie that I never would have watched on my own time. Not because it's a movie with stuff in it that I don't think is interesting. I found this movie to be super interesting, just because I don't think I ever would have known this movie existed. I had never heard of this movie before you recommended it to me, and I am so glad I watched it. It touched on a lot of really heavy-hitting things revolving around civil rights and segregation and black people in society in the 1960s. And so while I do know a bit about that stuff, it's still really interesting to go back and watch movies about that subject. And while I know that this movie is based mostly around that stuff, I don't know how much I'm going to talk about that in my review of this movie, just because there are better people out there to talk about stuff like segregation and civil rights. I have personally never been affected by that stuff, and so if I talk about it, and when I do talk about it in this review, either briefly or not, there will always be something that I don't fully understand. Even though I watched a movie and I saw how badly like the white people were treating the black people in this small Mississippi town, I will never be on the side of the black people, not in terms of sympathy or, you know, agreeing that what happened to them was wrong, or you get what I mean, right? I will never just be able to fully relate to the experiences, just because I personally have never had someone be racist to me or segregated me from a group because of my skin color. So does that make any sense? But something that I did find really interesting about this movie and how this movie depicted this segregation was how most of the white people in the town who were segregating the black people used religion as a cover for their racism. A lot of the times, especially when, you know, things were about to go downhill and they were like almost giving you a little warning, like, hello, we're here, and they used the symbol. It was like a burning cross. You know what I mean? There was a lot of religious iconography in this movie, you know, the burning of churches, the burning cross, this and that. And even when they were talking about not wanting people in, they were talking about not wanting people in because they don't follow the Christian faith, because their God isn't the same as the God that they worship. You know what I mean? So religion plays and played and still does play a huge reason and backdrop to why people still hold this sort of belief today, as well as why many people would have held this belief back then. And it's really interesting to see how these people fall back on religion. Well, they'll say something just so crazy, you know what I mean? They'll say something so crazy, and then they'll just go, yeah, it's because it's what my religion says, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like, there's nothing wrong with religion in my mind. Like, you can be religious, I don't care if you're religious, but it's the way that people follow the religion so blindly that it warps their whole worldview to the point where they can treat actual human beings like they are the scum of the earth. And it's just crazy to think about, and it's one of the ways that you see it today. If you go on Instagram comments, for example, you go into a video where you know people are going to be, I don't know, be racist or be homophobic and stuff like that, and you look at all the comments, it's always using religion as a backdrop for their comments, you know what I mean? So it's very interesting conversation, and I'm not really going to go into it further because I bet people are already going to criticize what I just said, and so I'm just going to leave it there. It's just an interesting thing that I noticed. In terms of the actual filmmaking of this movie, I thought the directing was incredible. I don't know who this director is. I think it's directed by someone called Alan Parker. I'm just going to click their name really quickly to see what else they have done. Midnight Express, Angel Heart, Burning Mississippi, Pink Floyd, The Wall. I haven't seen any of Alan Parker's movies, although interestingly enough, I do have Pink Floyd's The Wall on my DVD shelf right above me. Like, right, I can basically touch it with my finger right there. So I haven't watched it, but I have it right above me, so maybe I'll watch it one day because I really like his movies, I guess. But I thought there was some incredible imagery in this movie. Just even from the opening shot, you could tell that the directing was going to be really good and powerful as well, because that opening shot with the two, I don't know, what do you call them, water fountains, and the one on the left was for whites and the one on the right was for colors, and then, you know, they both looked different. The colors one, just a different spout, looked a little bit less kept up than the white one, and then you see a white person go drink, and then you see a black person go drink, and just immediately, if like I came into this movie not knowing what this movie was about, first shot I was like, okay, I know exactly what this movie is about. So again, the directing just for that opening shot alone was amazing, but there were some other amazing shots as well. Even the second shot of the movie with that burning church and the credits just kind of going over it was a beautiful shot. But I think my favorite shot, and probably the most powerful shots of the movie, it was towards the end of the movie, and the KKK people came and they started burning down these people's houses and barns and stuff like that, and then the family all left and they started to hang the dad, and they hung the father up by the neck, right? And there was first that wide shot of the father being hung by the neck, and he's just hanging there from the tree, and the fire's in the background, and it was a stunning shot. It was beautiful to look at, but it was also horrifying to look at. It really cemented the tragedy of all of this. And then later the son comes, right, cuts the dad down, the dad is still alive, and then we get another wide shot, the exact same wide shot, but this time the fire in the background, the dad is on the ground in his son's arms, and the dad passes away, right? So just an insane shot that just really cements how horrific and tragic all of these things that were done to these people was, and still is in some places in the world. I also thought the score and just sound design in general was fantastic for this movie. The score, again, reminded me of The Truman Show a lot. Go watch The Truman Show if you have the time right after, or listen to the score of The Truman Show right after this movie. There's one score in particular when Jim Carrey is first realizing that he's in the Truman Show. Spoilers for the Truman Show, by the way, but when Jim Carrey is realizing he's kind of first in the Truman Show, and he's kind of stopping all the cars with his fists and stuff like that because, you know, they're not going to run him over. There's this song plays that goes boom 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 boom, boo, boo, boo. That song, okay? Go listen to that song and then listen to the score from this movie. They are the same. They are the exact same score. I don't know. It was crazy to me. Like it's the pulsing part, the boom 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 boom. I don't know, it just sounds the same, but I really thought the score was good in this. It just added nothing cinematic, nothing extremely dramatic or anything like that. It was just a little bit pulse pounding and very subtly scary and uneasy. And, you know, the score would be playing, for example, when the KKK would be chasing this teenager through his farmland before beating him up and then throwing him in the middle of the woods, which is a horrible thing to do, but the score is just this pulsing, like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? And it was terrifying. It was really, really good sound design. Well, I guess that's not necessarily sound design. It was score work. But the sound design was also amazing. There was a lot of time where this movie was just silence, or you could just hear frogs croaking in the backgrounds, or the birds or the insects in the background. And it just really cemented you into Mississippi. It made you very uneasy at times, because a lot of the times where there was no sound design, it was a much more serious event. I think my favorite moment of sound design was actually when Gene Hackman was talking to Frances McDormand in the salon, and she was kind of saying, I think she was revealing that her husband was in on the murder, and we're just looking through the window and we can see them talking, but we can't hear them talking. And then in the background, all we can hear as the sound is the protest that's going on. And it was such an amazing shot and such an amazing moment. And again, very, very powerful. There are some very powerful scenes in this film. And the last thing I want to say is that it felt like these people didn't get the time in prison that they deserved to get in prison. It felt like they got off with light sentences, you know, like Frank and Deputy Clinton and all those people. They needed 100,000 million years in prison. They needed at least like a life sentence. They killed people. They basically tortured people mentally and physically, and all they got was 10 years in prison. It feels very rigged. I actually wonder, I mean, I know they're not real people. I know this movie is based off of events, but but the actual characters in this movie are fake. But stuff like this would have happened in real life, where people such as Frank and such as Clinton, who are horrible people, who actually murdered 3 people and stuff like that, or were part of a murder of 3 people, get off with 10 years and then get to go back into the world in 10 years or in 7 years, and in Lester's case in 3 years because he talked. And it's just like, it just feels corrupt still, you know what I mean? It feels like they deserve more time in prison for the harm that they've caused, not on just a single individual or a few individuals, but a whole community of people. And with that, I think I'm going to end the review there. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. Because this was a recommendation by one of my patrons, the uncut reaction will be on Patreon for everyone, for any tier. So you can be the lowest tier, the highest tier, you can watch the uncut reaction as a thank you for you guys. Jonathan, again, thank you so much for recommending this movie. It was very powerful, and not one that I would have watched without you recommending, so thank you so much for recommending. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.